Yo players, how are you all? Everyone enjoying the update? I know I am. To be honest with you, I've not really been able to create a full video, so I'm going to give you some gameplay footage from different animals. We'll start off with Control, and this pack of dialogues have been watching me for a while. I mean, one thing about Controls that I will say as a negative is that things can still attack you. For example, an aloe have spines in its face, neck and chest and still be able to pin. Apart from that, I think they've created a very good creature here. The fighting style is so unique, even though it's similar to a stego. The charge, useful, so helpful. I think I use the charge more than the tail swing, only because you can catch things off guard. As, for example, a Dilo has quite a long turn radius for something so agile, so you can kind of judge their run path and charge into the path, which is what I've been doing mostly, to be fair. Like that, you can catch them. The bite is annoying. Obviously I play on controller, so I have to set the buttons differently. And that's one down. I took their chance. The bleed is crazy though. Absolutely crazy. The bleed is insane. I swear the bleed is probably the worst in the game. When I say the worst, I mean the best. Like, absolutely diabolical. So you see now, this is the new shader for the venom effect. Envenomation, as they call it. Like that, you can catch them off guard. And to be fair, Control is surprisingly agile. It has numerous skills at its disposal. Stage 3 Venomate now. I mean, you can still see. It's daytime, but you can use night vision. It will outline a couple things, but I forgot to do it here. I don't know whether their clones just wasn't reaching me or not, but I didn't really hear them using much. There was a lot of walking around here. Nobody wanted to make the first move. I do love Control though. As a main carnivore player, I've started playing Herbies more since Control was out in Horde Test. But I love the playstyle, defensive capabilities, the attacks are lethal. But you're not indestructible. Like, if somebody knows how to fight a Control, you're done. Like, dance is done, over, curtains closed, see you later mate, loading screen. Because it's not that hard to counter. As we know, but art is a game all about timing and precision. So if you've got decent ping, which I have, you can get away with a lot more than you would if you never had good ping. You can take more risks and more chances, which is what I explained in my FPS video, which I don't got some negative reviews for whatever reason, but explaining how stability works in a game, you know, it's simply that. I approve my frames. They're not too bad. See, out in the open, Dilos should really have an advantage over me. if they work together as well. It's over, buddy. So I think what, that was 2, 3 down in this last one. But he's bleeding too, I'm sure he is. Oh wait, maybe not actually. That's me. Yeah, he's not bleeding. He ran for a while. I lost sound of the footsteps, so I assume he just got away. Maybe I'm too small to help. The damage is diabolical. Really and truly. That Carno didn't look like he had any scars on him. I don't know how much damage that Kencho did to him. But the damage is terrible. So I heard these Kenchos calling, but there wasn't calling in help. I didn't hear no 4 call. But I went to investigate anyway. Two Sarahs. And I'm smaller than these two Kenchos, so I imagine they're probably new. Or they hit each other maybe. Either way, they get to live another hour. I joined up with a few of the Kenchos a little further down. A couple patches joined us as well. Now, I wanted to say something, but I didn't know. I didn't want to be the smart guy that knows everything, but I hate being right all the time. If you see this, it was cool playing with you, Asuka. Hard times, hard times. I kind of didn't care at this point. I was just trying to do damage, but I ended up doing more damage to the patches, to be fair. Me with my smart ideas. We can use the tracks as shield drinking. I mean, it sounded like a good idea at the time. So we all decided to try it out and see if it will actually work. Which brings me to another issue. The drinking, the eating is buggy as hell. It's literally the difference between living and dying in this game. If I see a carcass, I want to be able to just pick something out and I'm nice. Unlike this situation here. The nonchalant trike. But anyway, you should be able to just pick up the guts and eat the guts. When it starts spasming out, you're there for much longer than you need to. And then you have to walk away and then come back, and it's footsteps that are heard, and sometimes you don't even get to eat. Then your game crashes, and then you come back and you're dead, or you come back and now your water's way low. It's game changing. I don't know why people keep coming up behind Kentros. It's not a smart thing to do. Don't stand behind spikes. Like it kind of speaks for itself. What was we even trying to do? Ankle bite. So this is the example that I'm telling you about. No, I didn't use the crouch, which I 100% should have. But I tried to kick. And for some reason, he's able to just... jump directly onto my back. I think that's a major issue. You put these things in general feedback and people would dislike it, but it's like, this is a major issue. Just pay attention to this. Even though I made the attack, somehow it didn't affect him. And now we will sit here for how long in silence? Thanks, Dundee. Now, Dundee did say, if I remember correctly, that animals should be able to fight back with teeth and claws. You should be able to fight back from a pin. So why can't we fight back? I don't understand. Instead, they've made it so that if you've got better stats than the opponent, you're less likely to get pinned. But most people are only going to try and pin you if one, they're bigger than you, or two, they have full health. So the chances of that happening, it's pointless. It's pointless. There's no need. I think it's really stupid. We don't get a chance to fight back. We just sit there for a minute and a half doing nothing. But yet it gives the other players the opportunity to abuse the mechanics, really. It's unfair to mix pack, but I would rather face mix packers than an ally that just pins all the time. I'll be honest with you, there's no gameplay. 2.5 hours wasted for what? Multiple times. Like, it's not like it's a rare thing, it's very common, you know? And I, for one, am not a fan of allos pinning. Not at all. I believe they should only be able to pin things that are bigger than them. But no one likes that idea, but that's fine. You know, everyone's got their opinion. But for players, just to be able to abuse it by pressing one button, going to make a cup of tea and coming back, and then walking away from the body. They don't even want, like, it's just toxic as hell, and it's encouraged. It's blatantly encouraged. It's like giving mages a freeze skill where it freezes your enemy for 3 hours, and then they've got a major attack that takes 2 seconds to perform. So they're obviously going to do that major attack in it, and now you're dead, and you can't do anything about it. It's like, avoid the freeze. It's stupid because, you know what I mean? So I don't agree with that. That's my rant over. I'll try Dino. I've been chasing this Kentro for a couple of minutes now. And I didn't think I'll find him again. But I heard him in these bushes. Right there. You can see him. I tried to bait him out a little bit. See what he'll do. Couple bites. another 2 bites. I'm sure they hit. Honestly, if I was that Kentro, I would just try to charge. Just keep charging. Diving in the water is the worst thing you could have done. I didn't want to give up. I spent so long already. Struggling to get a sight. Or an angle, shall I say. Mangroves are really nice though. And the swamp. I think it's easier to maneuver around. Caught him. Also, trying to pick up bodies in water. It is so crazy. It's so crazy. So we move on to the Serrat. Two Steggles. I was in a group of 4. Misjudged that a little bit. Saved him. 2 down. I would say that was a successful hunt. Until we lost the body. The food issues really need to be addressed. I think it's an underlying problem. Most people are more interested in, you know, the major bugs and, you know, mixed packing and cheaters and whatever. But the food, it's like the main source of our survival. And we can't even eat. Diabolical. Diabolical. So now, even when messing with brightness, you don't really get much difference. It only looks the way it looks because on the left side of the screen, that's where the light is behind the trees. I didn't know what was here. There's 2 aloes. What I think is they weren't canny because they didn't chase me. So what I believe is that they didn't know that I was an aloe, and when they did actually realize and everyone stopped attacking and I ran off, they just thought, leave him. Guess there's no point. They weren't going to eat me. Just in case, I decided to hide out for a bit. I ran off, and then I heard footsteps a few minutes later. What I thought was the same aloe. Instead, was a Rex. So trust me to be the only one to feed the Rex at 50%, at 50 miles. I didn't know he was a Rex till the last minute. I was gonna turn around and fight, but that pin just, Yeah, it's over. Let's go, Herrera. I was on Dynapolis server. I had this Hera from before the update, so I couldn't remember where I was. I just know that I was 80 something percent. I think I'm south of West Rail. Hera's really nice in this update. I don't know, it just seems smoother as well. More, what should I say? You don't fall as often. I've noticed, or I don't anyway. Like that little grapple there that I just did. It feels like pre-update, I probably would have fell. There's a baby Dilo. And they don't realize that they heard a Hera. Good for me. Lost your baby. I don't think I was high enough to kill them from where I was, so I waited till they left. On my way to Delta, just so happened to see this. I would have missed him anyway. I love that hanging pose. But you can't actually do it physically. It has to be from a jump. From the last Hera, I entombed, made my way towards Delta, which was the closest sanctuary. On the way I seen this deer trapped in the bush, so as any Herrera would do, I honed my skills. Now, because it ran away, I know something's close. Found out it was a couple Dilos. Now, this is right behind the cave in Delta, just in front of Sanctuary. If you go out that cave and then take a right, this little corridor of death is what will await you. I took the organs from that Trudon and then dragged its body underneath the Control body. Victim number 2. That's a nice fat wide diet for me. Nothing else came down this alleyway though. Alright guys, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. End of the video. If you like what you're seeing, like, subscribe. Be back with actual proper video next time. Might be on Maya, who knows. I'll catch you on the servers.